Okay, what's up? Hope everybody had a good weekend. I've put quite a bit of work on this over the weekend. Fixed up all the handrails, re-unwrapped all of the handrails so they are straight and not all warped and things like they were before. So those are all fixed. That took quite a while, just a lot of clicking. Whoops, I didn't want to turn all that off. I combined these two things and created a duplicate for the second season, or the season 8. So I have two folders here now, or collections for season 8 and season 7 elements. I've been working on getting all these whole strut, bulkhead, whatever they are, frame pieces. I was trying to see where I could stack them and where I couldn't, but it kind of turns out that I need to have them all separated. There's only a point where I could maybe stack two, which is possible, but I don't see what I couldn't, with all the extra stuff going on around it. It's just going to be easier to have separate all separate UVs like I have here, and yeah, it takes up space, but that's what it is. And this is the segment for the season 7. I'm gonna pack all these together, or at least move them closer together, and duplicate this over for the season 8 section. So basically I just want to move everything, since these here are just the hard metal bits, or exposed metal I should say. So I'm going to pack all these together, and then the rest of the frames and such are like a blue splattered paint. So we get all these packed together. Yeah, I didn't want to have to, I wanted to be able to stack these, but stack all of the frame bits, but it's just not doable, because even after I separated out items that couldn't be stacked, it ended up oh, was that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. It ended up just taking up just as much room, apart from the couple of them that I was able to stack together. So we're just gonna have to waste a lot of space here, and this is mainly for ambient occlusion, reasons, but also it helps eliminate repetition. But even with the whoops, was that all I got there? Yeah. Even with the splattered paint that's going to be on the blue portions, you wouldn't necessarily see it, but you could. So that's what we're doing. Those straightening out those handrails was, oh man, that was tedious. I added a lot of new seams on each of the handrails to have them unwrap better, and then I stitched together those separate pieces to have one UV island per handrail. So it was just a lot of clicking and tedious and time consuming. So what I did here is I selected one of these struts and kind of rearranged the UVs, and then I deleted all the ones that were there and reduplicated each one so they would all maintain the same arrangement here. I don't know how I'm going to really pack these together, but I should. I'm starting to end up doing it by material. Because there's so many elements that have the same material, kind of like that center floor piece and that whole second level have the same floor material. This outer ring and the stairs and the entryway, same material. And then I'm going to end up putting a lot of these blue bits together, so it's not necessarily going to have all of these strut pieces on one map, because there's a ton of other blue pieces from other objects that I'm going to bring in and end up combining by material rather than object or proximity or likeness or whatever. Because I may end up making a UDIM set out of this, because some of the pieces, it's such a big object. I want to reduce the number of individual textures, so this will perform much better whether animating or, if possible, UV or not UV, VR application. But we'll see how it performs once I get it cleaned up. And I did a lot with that entryway and the stairs. There was a lot of errors actually that I had to clean up. Everything else should be fairly straightforward. I think I got the most complicated bit with the handrails out of the way, and this selecting and separating all these pieces. I don't want them too close because I still want to be able to easily select them, so we'll just leave it there. Save that, and then let's do. That's the remap. That's the floor. I don't need the stairs. There was a portion I had to fix on the second set in this season 8. I had to delete some things, and there was some overlap with the floor panel and the stairs that meet up there, but I fixed that up. So let's turn this off for a second. Let's bring this. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Let's turn that off. Stairs I don't need. So this, I need to, I started separating stuff, but realized that it just wasn't gonna work out. So, sure all of this so I just want to make sure I got everything selected. So don't drop frames on me now. Let's come on back. Give me a second here. We're stuttering for no reason. Oh, Xfinity. Why do I give you money? So I'm gonna separate this piece here. Give me a second here. Yeah, upload speed is gone. What the hell? Alright, looks like we're good for a moment again. I don't know if it froze, but I selected all of the struts here for season 8 version and separated them from all that handrail thing, all the rest of it. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to bring in my remap of the season 7. Gonna move it off. And let's duplicate that, bring it into here, rename it. I'm just gonna leave it called remap. I need to rename this. I don't know what modifiers I have on that. I never turned that out. Alright. Go here and auto smooth that. Let's rename that for a minute. And shut that off. Let's come down here. Good enough. And then I'm going to get rid of that modifier and kick the auto smooth on. So that is taken care of there. Wondering if I should, no, well, shit. Don't worry about that when I arrange those things, because I need to split out a bunch of stuff here. Alright, so those things are all separated. Now I want to get blue bits and the metal, at least all the handrails together. That's the way I initially had it arranged before I started messing with it again. So I might leave this because that metal material is going to look different than the handrails. I'd like to leave at least these objects together, and this essentially, most part, I can pack them even closer. They don't take up that much room. So, but handrails, I would like to have all together. I don't know why I oh, that looks bad. Let's well, that's a waste of geometry there. Oop, missed some. Let's delete these. That's a little off there. Okay, let's just bring this out. That's better. I suppose it's the same over here. Yep. We can't have that now. And this is for, I gotta make sure I'm working on the right. Yeah, that'll be fine. I was thinking of how I was gonna, I don't want to have to duplicate these again, so I will have those as is. Well, having them duplicated is not going to hurt anything. because I want them all in one map. So let's bring this out. I don't care if it's out as much as the other one is. That's fine. There was something else I was going to delete and I can't remember what it was. But for now, I'll worry about these bits. Let's separate that. Oops. Handrail, second level. Kind of got a little bit of a mess going on here. That I want to turn off. That and that. I'll leave that on just for context. Alright, so I'm on season 8. I'm going to turn that off. Yeah, that's that. I'll just turn that into one handrails object. I'm not making this for some production, so I can arrange it how I want. Delete that one. Okay, so I got that. I got there is that one. Main level. Let's turn this off, turn that off. What do we got left? That, and then that. All right. Let me turn these back on then. Turn that 7th one off. So I've got that, that, and that. Let's just combine that. Oh, nope, undo. Because I'm gonna need another copy of that. And another copy of that. So let's do, oops, lower level 1, handrails 1. Got that, and then or do I first want to fix this? Whoops. Turn off that. Because I suppose this one's all screwed up too. Yeah. Oh, I didn't get rid of that anyway, so let me... Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, let's get rid of this. And that. And bring that back up, and that, and that, and that. That. Yeah, I'm finding all kinds of little things like this that I forgot to take care of initially. But at least these are easy fixes. Okay, so that one's fixed up. Alright, let's get back to turn all that off. Let's bring that we don't need. That we need. And the handrails. So let's try this again. Okay, that and that. 1, 1, 1. Let's join those together. And I'm probably gonna regret doing that. Nope. Yep, let's go back. Rename that one. I think the rest are okay. Yep, that's what was... Yeah, it happened already before, so... Because I had separated a ton of UV maps when I initially created. So let's see what kind of a mess this is. Ooh, not too bad, luckily. Let's get some separation there. Alright. And these might need to be... I think these are okay to be stacked up, but... Because a lot of these are all the same. There's nothing impeding those, but these will need to be separated. I think, yeah, those are already separated out. I think these are all the couplers, which should be fine. I'm just going to leave those stacked as is, and the all the straight pieces, because there's nothing in front of those or gonna screw up anything. Alright, so that is, name this here handrails supports just so I can do some cleanup here. Alright, so we got that. And these are going to be against a bunch of everything else. So we got, and all of these supports need to be grouped. I don't know what this is. Turn all of that off. Handrails. Eight. That's struts. There is the. I'm just starting to confuse myself here. So I need to separate out all of that. Just going to leave that, but I want to remove handrails. Do the same here for clarity. I don't know how much clearer it is, but so there is that, and then let's get the rest of them here. And those are supports. Handrails. So I'll need to duplicate those as well. Handrail and handrail. Okay. So I can combine all of those. Actually, no, I gotta fix this first. And the rest of these should be alright. Oh, I gotta separate that. Shit, did I do that for... Yeah, I was okay there. Alright, so I just want to make sure. Supports. That's the one I need to separate. All right. I'm gonna just move this out of the way. I don't know where anything else is at with the other ones. Okay, so now so I don't need that. All right, so let's go this, and that. let's just join them. And then I want to remove this. Turn that on. I want to do the same for that. It's like a lot of back and forth cleanup here. Alright, so let's give that a name. Alright, so there is those. Let's make sure that these are separated to a degree. Oops. Oh, you pain in the butt. Let's separate out these again. Okay. Alright, so handrails. That's on the map. That's on the map. These just need to be arranged. So I got handrails for that. I need to separate out more handrail stuff. So let's. These need to be actually. Well, they might not need to be separated, but that's another blue bit that I want to get off of the main selection here. And let's just separate that. So we're in 7. Let's move that there. That's okay. Oops. Let me get. That needs to be moved. A lot of these need to be resized as well. Okay, so we got. I gotta make copies of these first. Alright, let's turn these off for a minute. We'll do that, that, and that. Well, I'm going to do that for a second. Okay, so those are still up there. Alright, I just want to make sure I wasn't no, what am I missing here? There. Oy, it's too much to keep track of. Alright, let's join these together. Make sure everything's on the map. Let's name this. Port Season 7. I got a modifier on that too. Yeah, I was a fan of the edge split for some reason. Alright. to get that out of there. Let's move that here. It's okay. Let's just go down. I'll just leave that there, and then we got these, and we're good. So, all right. Supports and know it. All right, let's. Now let's get this. I just keep forgetting things. All right, let's name this. Supports. Let's get rid of that modifier. Yeah, I might end up renaming things again because I'm going to put more blue stuff together. So that would mean the struts and these front panels, a lot of edging, and there's nothing left in the handrails collection, so we'll get rid of that. Alright, so let's kick all of this on. Turn that season 9. I don't have anything in there yet. I think there's this one little thing I got to create for the walls for that. So there is all of that. Make sure we got everything duped right. Alright, so that we're good. I'll just have to do some packing of things. Centers, make sure these are named okay. This is going to take on new names. I don't have to have that say remap anymore. Do I have a modifier on something? No, it's down here. I haven't cleaned that up yet, though. That's why. Don't need that. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to save this before I lose any of it. So these are a matter of, at least, well, this I need to not redo, but separate at least these blue parts out of there. Which is that. Yeah, let's just separate that because it's going to be on its own map, probably with the handrails and whatever I split off the stairs. I don't want to make it its own object, but it doesn't really hurt anything. I'm just trying to think how this is all going to be packed together. I'm not going to separate that yet. That is a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. I could put it on with the... Let me turn that off. Let me turn handrails and... Whoops. That. Because I don't know how much room I'm going to have. All of this is the blue parts. Oh, and we're in the red again. Oof. Whatever. Don't crash. Well, I'll just get, oh, it's green, it's yellow, it's green, it's yellow. We might be back. Because I don't want to separate objects that are connected, but this has blue shit on it. I could put the handrails and these on one. Ooh, I got these stupid things too. Handrails on handrails and these panels on one. And that I will just keep as this, given I can provide enough room for it, or I'll just have another set UDIM setup. We'll see. I'm just kind of thinking now at this point. Because I do want... Yeah, I'm going to end up grouping by material for the most part. So... But I've never used a UDIM setup, and I don't know how that's going to work out. I might even just pack these things on with the hull or these struts. Because I only have one separated because the rest of them are not being impeded by anything, so they can just, I'm just got them stacked up. Alright, I'm gonna, yeah, we did a lot of cleanup. I'm gonna leave it here for today since it's been about an hour. And I'll keep organizing this stuff because I need to do something with this. Whether I'm going to separate out those these front panels or not. But it is getting a lot more organized than it was. And I think all of the hard stuff is done because I don't have any issues with the way I have any of this other stuff unwrapped. I might have to separate a few of these, but that's easy enough. And that's just a lot of repeating things. So that is the only other big thing is the walls, which I probably do next. So we'll move that up. As I remember, those are all pretty well done at this point. And everything else is too. I think I got all the complicated stuff out of the way. Especially unwrapping those handles or those handrails. That was a pain. But they look much better now. So, alright, so we're going to hit this tomorrow, and I'm going to leave it here for today. Thanks for watching, and have a great one. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.